Tonight, you will walk through the hush of twilight into a quiet cave of shadows. The day has ended, and the world is wrapped in soft darkness. There is no need to hurry. There is no need to hold on to anything. You are here, and you are safe. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of evening, where the sky has surrendered its bright colors, leaving behind only a gentle wash of violet, indigo, and silver. The air is cool, carrying the faint scent of pine, damp earth, and the last warmth of the sun fading from stone. All around you, stillness waits, tender and welcoming, as though the night has been holding its breath just for you. You take a slow, steady breath, in through the nose, cool and cleansing. Hold it for a moment. Then exhale, slow and complete, as if releasing not only air, but the remnants of the day. The conversations, the worries, the lists, the hurried movements, they fall away with the breath. Again, a gentle inhale filling the chest, opening the ribs, softening the belly. A long, calming exhale, easing every part of you into stillness. Ahead of you lies an opening. A cave. At first, it looks like a hollow in the hillside, dark and mysterious. Yet as you draw closer, you see it is softened by candlelight, a gentle glow spilling out from within. Shadows dance upon the stone, rippling like water, flickering like memories. There is no menace here, only warmth, only welcome. You step forward. Each step feels deliberate, slow, like a ritual of release. The ground beneath your feet is cool, grounding, steady. With every step, you feel lighter, as though you are placing the weight of the day upon the earth itself, leaving it behind as an offering to the silence. At the entrance, you pause. The cave breathes cool air across your skin. It smells of stone, of earth, of ages long past. The scent is grounding, timeless, comforting. You reach out with your hand and touch the stone. It is rough, textured, solid. You feel its strength, its patience, its eternal stillness. The candles within flicker gently, inviting you deeper. You take another breath, deep and slow. With the exhale, you step inside. The world outside fades at once. The sounds of night, distant wind, soft crickets, become muted, like echoes behind a veil. The air is denser here, cooler. Shadows stretch long and graceful across the walls, bending into shapes that seem to breathe and dissolve as the flames quiver. You walk forward. Your footsteps are soft, each one leaving behind a faint echo. The sound is not lonely. It is a companion, returning to you, then fading back into silence. The cave seems alive with listening, holding you gently, wrapping you in quiet. The corridor narrows, guiding you deeper. The ceiling curves above, protective, sheltering. You notice how safe it feels here, like being held within the earth's own embrace. The flickering light touches veins of crystal in the stone, making them glimmer faintly like stars hidden underground. The walls sparkle softly, tiny galaxies awaiting discovery. You pause again, inhale deeply, filling the lungs with cool, mineral air. Hold. Exhale slowly, emptying completely. With each breath, you feel yourself settling further, body heavy, mind light. As you walk deeper, you notice the rhythm of your steps. Step, breath, step, breath. The pace is slow, deliberate, meditative. The cave seems to match your rhythm, echoing back to you as if it breathes with you, shares its silence with you. You reach out again, brushing your fingertips against the wall. It is cool but not unfriendly. You feel the solidity, the grounding presence of stone that has endured centuries. Perhaps others have walked this way before, guided by the same light, seeking the same calm. Their footsteps may linger here, not as noise, but as memory, woven into the silence, making it richer. The shadows ripple again. They do not frighten you. They comfort you. They remind you of the softness of night, how darkness is not emptiness, but a canvas for dreams. Just as stars belong to the night sky, the shadows belong to this cave, flickering, shifting, gentle companions to your journey. A sound reaches you. Faint, distant, steady, the drip of water. A single drop falling from stone to stone, echoing in the stillness. Drip. Silence. Drip. Silence. A rhythm, unhurried, eternal. You breathe with it, falling into its pace. Inhale with the drip. Exhale with the silence. The cave sings to you in this way. Not with words, but with patience. With presence. You walk onward, deeper into the passage. The floor slopes gently downward, carrying you further into the embrace of shadow and flame. Candles line the way, each one small, each one steady. Together they create a path of warmth, as if countless hands lit them just for you, ensuring that you never walk in darkness. With every candle you pass, you feel lighter. One candle, and the weight of the day slips further. Another candle, and a layer of tension releases from your shoulders. Another candle, and your thoughts grow softer, more distant, like clouds dissolving at the horizon. The light does not hurry you. It guides you with patience, with tenderness. You pause in the center of the corridor. You close your eyes. The darkness behind your eyelids is deeper than the cave itself. In this darkness, you listen. You hear your breath. You hear the slow echo of water. You hear silence, vast and endless, cradling you. You let it hold you. You surrender to it. When you open your eyes again, the shadows welcome you back. The candles flicker, bending gently, as if nodding, as if acknowledging your presence. You smile softly, though your body feels heavy, dreamy, drifting further into rest. Have you ever wondered how it feels to walk, not through the world of noise and brightness, but through a world of quiet and shadow? A place where nothing demands, nothing pulls, nothing rushes you? This is that place. This cave is not an escape from the world. It is a return to stillness, to breath, to being. You walk again. Each step is slower now, dreamlike. You feel your body loosening, your mind unwinding. Time dissolves here. There is no before, no after. Only the steady rhythm of steps and breath, shadows and flame, silence and heartbeat. The walls widen slightly, opening into a chamber. The ceiling arches high above, and the sound shifts, fuller, rounder, resonant. The chamber holds you as gently as the corridor, but here the silence feels even deeper, more spacious. Candles line the edges, their flames mirrored in small pools of water along the floor. The reflections ripple with each breath of air, creating endless waves of light and shadow, soft and hypnotic. You move toward the center of the chamber. You sit upon a smooth stone, cool beneath you, grounding. The air is still, yet alive. You breathe deeply, feeling your body soften against the stone. Shoulders sink, hands rest gently, legs grow heavy. The spine lengthens, then relaxes. You gaze into the reflections of the candles upon the water. They waver, bend, dissolve, reform. Nothing stays fixed. Everything is gentle motion, just like thought, just like breath. A reflection cannot be held. It only flows. You allow your thoughts to become like these reflections, appearing, dissolving, reforming, but never grasped, never held. They simply pass. They simply flow. You are not your thoughts. You are the watcher of reflections, the dreamer within the cave of night. The chamber hums with quiet, low, and soothing. It feels like the earth itself is breathing, and you are breathing with it. Inhale slowly, deeply. Hold for a moment. Exhale longer, softer. Again, a deep inhale, a slow, complete exhale. Your body grows heavier with each breath, as if the cave is cradling you closer. You close your eyes once more. The cave continues without them. The flicker of flames, the whisper of shadows, the gentle drip of water, all weave together into a lullaby. The silence is no longer empty, it is full, full of presence, full of calm, full of night's embrace. Time has dissolved completely. You are no longer walking. You are drifting, floating, cradled by stone and shadow. The cave of night holds you as a mother holds a child, with patience, with stillness, with infinite care. When at last you rise again, you feel lighter, emptier of burden, fuller of rest. The corridor ahead still glows faintly, guiding you deeper. The shadows flicker, promising more, not with urgency, not with demand, but with gentle invitation. And so you stand, you breathe. You step once more, deeper into the cave of night. The shadows begin to flicker with new shapes, hinting at stories, whispers, truths waiting gently ahead. You drift forward, guided not by haste, but by curiosity, carried softly into the next passage of the journey. Section 2, The Whisper of Shadows Tonight. As you linger in the soft hush of the cave, you begin to notice that the darkness is not empty. It is alive with a subtle presence, a gentle movement, as if the shadows themselves are breathing alongside you. They drift across the walls like slow waves of smoke, stretching and folding into shapes that seem both familiar and strange. The cave does not hold silence alone. It holds whispers, the kind that stir at the edge of hearing, as though the walls themselves carry an ancient memory. You pause and listen, allowing yourself to sink into the stillness. At first, it is only your own breath that fills the space, steady, quiet, a rhythm anchoring you to the present moment.
In and out.
A soft expansion, a gentle release. With each breath, the cave seems to open wider, as though the air within it deepens, and the shadows respond by softening their edges. The longer you remain, the more you sense that the darkness is not here to frighten you. It is here to cradle you, to wrap you in a cloak of safety, to remind you that night itself is a tender guardian. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be fully embraced by shadow? Not the kind of shadow that hides or conceals, but the kind that enfolds, the kind that shelters. Tonight, as you step deeper into this cavern, you begin to understand. Every flicker of light from a candle reveals not only the curves of the rock, but also the beauty of the space in between. It is the shadow that gives the light its meaning, just as silence gives song its depth. You find yourself resting in this interplay, soothed by the balance of what can be seen and what remains unseen. The air in the cave carries with it a faint coolness, brushing against your skin like a delicate veil. You notice how it settles upon you, not heavy, but grounding, inviting you to let go of the warmth of the day. The shadows, too, have their own temperature, a soft coolness, like water rippling beneath moonlight. They drift across your hands, your shoulders, your face, and you imagine them as gentle streams flowing across your body, drawing away the noise and burdens of the day. Each breath out becomes a release, a surrender to this darker rhythm. In the quiet, your senses grow sharper. You hear the echo of a drop of water falling somewhere deep within the cave, a sound so small, yet it expands through the hollow like a bell struck softly. Each drop is measured, patient, as though time itself has slowed to let you listen. The shadows respond, quivering, reshaping themselves as if stirred by the faint vibration. You realize that the cave is not still at all. It is a living, breathing companion, and you are now part of its story. As you walk further in, the glow of the candles flickers against the stone, and the shadows take on forms that resemble old friends you've almost forgotten. At times, one seems like the outline of a tree, its branches stretching wide to shelter you. At other times, a gentle curve appears like the face of someone who once brought you peace. The longer you look, the more the shadows reveal, reminding you of the hidden corners of memory, the places where the heart has stored its quiet treasures. The whispers grow stronger. Not words, not voices, but something softer. A suggestion, a murmur that invites you to listen, not with your ears, but with your whole being. You lean into the sound and you find that it feels less like something external and more like something already within you, resurfacing. Perhaps the shadows are not speaking to you at all. Perhaps they are guiding you to hear your own inner voice, the one often drowned out by daylight and noise. With every step, you feel yourself drifting further from the waking world. The cave, the shadows, the whispers, all of it becomes a kind of bridge into dream. You notice your body slowing, your arms hang loosely by your sides, your shoulders sink into comfort. Even your thoughts seem to soften, no longer pressing against you, but flowing past like slow-moving water. You begin to wonder, what if the shadows were simply invitations? What if every fold of darkness asked you only to rest, to release, to allow? Imagine for a moment that you are lying beneath a tree at dusk. The branches above you sway, and the leaves cast moving shadows across your face. They shift and shimmer with the wind, never still, always flowing. You feel the same sensation here, though no tree stands above you, only the cave ceiling, carrying flickers of candlelight that dance across stone. The shadows become branches, the rock becomes sky, and you are once again in the embrace of nature, rocked gently by the rhythm of night. Your mind begins to wander. Have you ever thought about how shadows are always companions to light?
They are not enemies.
They are not separate. They are born together, each giving the other shape and meaning. Tonight, the shadows remind you of this unity. In your life too, the darker moments have not come to harm you. They have come to shape the light you carry. They have given your joy its contrast, your peace its depth. Just as these shadows breathe with you now, so too has every quiet moment carried you toward a deeper self. The whispers fold around you again, this time gentler, like a lullaby without words. You can almost hear them forming patterns, waves, a soft rhythm that rocks you from side to side. You close your eyes for a moment, and even then the shadows do not vanish. You can feel them within your closed vision, shapes swirling behind your eyelids, currents of light and dark meeting in harmony. They drift like clouds, pulling you further into ease. Your breathing deepens. You place one hand gently upon your chest, feeling the rise and fall, the steady movement that carries you through every moment of life. With the other, you rest your palm upon your abdomen, noticing how the breath fills you from within. The shadows seem to notice too, and they lean closer, wrapping around you like flowing fabric. Each inhale feels as though you are gathering peace. Each exhale feels as though you are releasing into the vast, waiting night. As the minutes stretch on, the cave no longer feels like stone and shadow. It feels like a sanctuary, a vast cathedral built from silence itself. The whispers fill the space like choirs singing softly from a distance, though no words can be understood. You begin to wonder if you are hearing echoes from long ago, from those who once sat in this same space, breathing as you breathe now, resting as you rest now. Perhaps the cave has always held such whispers, collecting the calm of those who entered, offering it to those who follow. You reach a part of the cavern where the candles are fewer and the shadows deepen. Yet rather than fearing the darkness, you feel drawn into it. The whisper grows quieter, yet somehow closer, like a secret meant only for you. You allow yourself to stop, to stand completely still, and you listen. The cave holds you in its quiet arms, and the shadows cradle your stillness. For a long moment there is nothing but your breath, the cool air, and the sense that you are no longer separate from the night itself. The shadows, you realize, are not asking for your attention. They are offering you rest.
They do not demand. They do not push.
They simply invite, and as you stand there, you accept. You let your weight sink into the floor beneath you, your body softening from head to toe. Your eyelids grow heavy, not with effort, but with ease. The day slips further away and night becomes your companion. You begin walking once more, but your pace is slower now, more fluid, as if the shadows themselves are carrying you. Each step feels like a dream, each movement softened by the whispering night.
And as you go, you feel yourself opening, heart calm, mind still, body at peace.
You are drifting deeper, guided not by urgency, but by gentleness. At last, you come upon a bend in the cavern where the shadows seem to gather more thickly, as though preparing to show you something more. The whispers here are softer still, almost imperceptible, like the faint sigh of wind through trees. And yet you know that beyond this bend, the journey continues, carrying you further into the mystery, further into the calm. Section 3. The Echo of Ancient Voices. Tonight, as you stand at the edge of the cavern's bend, you feel the air change once again. The cool hush of shadow gives way to a deeper resonance, a subtle hum that seems to rise from the walls themselves. You step forward slowly, and the whisper of shadows begins to transform into something richer, fuller, a sound woven with memory. It is as if the cave has been waiting for you, holding its breath until now, preparing to share the voices of those who once stood where you stand. The passage narrows at first, drawing you inward, asking you to trust the way ahead. Each step echoes gently against stone, the sound of your movement reverberating until it feels as though you are not walking alone. You listen and you realize that your footsteps blend with something older, a chorus that lingers in the walls. These are not words you hear, not yet, but tones, vibrations, like the low hum of a choir heard from afar. You pause and breathe, in and out. The cavern seems to breathe with you, the echoes expanding as you inhale, contracting as you exhale. With each cycle of breath, the sound grows clearer, not louder, but closer. It carries a weight, a presence, as though it has traveled across centuries to reach you. You wonder, could these be the voices of those who first imagined light and shadow, those who pondered the mysteries of existence long before your own time? As you continue, the cavern opens wider, revealing walls streaked with veins of crystal that catch the candlelight and scatter it into subtle prisms. Each glimmer seems to awaken a new tone, a note rising from the stone itself, as if the crystals are instruments of memory resonating with the past. The voices deepen, soft and steady, carrying neither urgency nor command. They are not here to lecture you nor to trouble you. They are here to remind you. Have you ever wondered what wisdom sounds like when it is freed from words? Not the sharpness of debate, not the noise of argument, but the hum that underlies all understanding. Tonight, you begin to hear it. The voices seem to flow not into your ears, but directly into your chest, into the quiet space where your heart beats. You feel them as vibrations, low and steady, grounding you in a way that no thought could. You close your eyes for a moment and allow the echoes to wash over you. With your vision darkened, the sound becomes even more vivid. You hear tones rising and falling like waves, each one carrying you further from the surface of the day. They do not tell stories in the way you expect. Instead, they invite you to remember something you have always known but have forgotten. The simple truth that you belong to something vast and timeless. The longer you listen, the more the echoes take shape. They begin to weave into patterns, into cadences that feel familiar, though you cannot place why. You imagine them as chants, sung by those who once gathered here by firelight, seeking warmth, seeking understanding. Their voices have lingered, etched into the stone, waiting for ears willing to hear. Tonight you are that listener. Tonight you are welcomed into their circle. You imagine what it must have been like for them, sitting in this cavern, the fire flickering, shadows dancing upon the walls. The cave, then as now, was alive with sound, every crack of flame, every whisper of wind at the entrance, every voice layered into harmony. They spoke of the world of light and dark, of the mysteries that surrounded them. And when their words faded, the cave kept their essence. You feel that essence now touching your skin like the brush of invisible hands. The echoes shift again, softer now, more distinct. They begin to resemble language, though not in any tongue you know. The syllables roll gently, like waves against the shore, a rhythm both foreign and familiar. You realize you do not need to understand their meaning with your mind. Your body already understands. Your heart already understands. This is not a lesson to be learned. It is a song to be remembered. As you walk deeper, you place your hand against the wall. The stone is cool beneath your palm, yet you feel it vibrate faintly, alive with the resonance of these voices.
It is as though the rock itself is a drum carrying the rhythm of centuries.
You close your eyes again and lean into it, breathing slowly, letting the vibration travel through your hand, into your arm, into your chest. The sound becomes a lullaby, grounding you, rocking you into deeper stillness. In this moment, you realize that the cave is more than stone and shadow. It is a library, a keeper of voices. Every person who has ever entered left something behind, not in words, but in presence, in breath, in sound. And the cave has gathered it all, woven it into this song that you hear tonight. You are not only listening, you are adding your own presence, your own breath, your own heartbeat to the symphony. Your thoughts wander to the idea of memory itself.
Have you ever noticed how memory is less about images and more about echoes?
A laugh you once heard, the cadence of someone's voice, the way silence lingered after a moment passed. Tonight, in this cavern, you are surrounded by memory, not your own, yet it feels like it belongs to you. The voices are not strangers. They are companions, ancestors, guides, reminding you of the thread that connects all who walk the earth. The echoes grow softer, gentler, like the closing of a song. You begin to hear your own breath once more, steady and calm.
In and out.
And as you do, you realize that you have become part of the echo. Your breath, your stillness, your listening, all of it now belongs to the cave, folded into the song that will remain long after you have gone. The cavern begins to widen again, and you see a pool of still water resting at its center. The echoes ripple across its surface, creating gentle patterns of light and shadow. You step closer and gaze into the water. Your reflection shimmers there, softened by the flicker of candlelight. For a moment, you see not only yourself, but also the faint outlines of others, faces that are not your own, but that seem to lean toward you, welcoming you into their endless chorus. You kneel beside the pool and watch the ripples spread outward. Each one seems to carry a voice, a tone, a memory, drifting into the darkness. The water is so calm, so reflective, that you feel your own stillness deepening with it. You dip your hand gently into the pool, and the coolness travels up your arm like a soothing balm. The echoes shift again, softer now, fading into silence as if to say, rest. You sit by the pool for a long moment, breathing with the cave, breathing with the voices that linger just beyond hearing. You feel your body grow heavier, your shoulders sinking, your hands resting easily upon your lap. The day has loosened its hold entirely, and night cradles you like a child. The echoes no longer ask for your attention. They simply remain a backdrop of comfort, a reminder that you are never truly alone. When you rise again, the path continues beyond the pool, leading deeper into the cavern. The voices are quiet now, almost fully faded, but their presence remains with you, a warmth in your chest, a calm in your breath. You carry them with you as you step forward, guided by their memory, soothed by their song. And as you walk, you know that beyond this chamber lies another mystery, another layer of the night's embrace. The echoes will stay behind, yet their rhythm will walk with you, a gentle pulse within your own heart. You are ready now to journey further, to listen more deeply, to rest more fully. The cave grows quiet once more, and you move toward the next part of your dream. And so you pause here, resting for a moment longer, allowing the whispers to settle into your bones. You breathe once more, in and out, Shadows gather around you, cloaking you in silence. The night has grown deeper, but so has your peace. When you are ready, you will step forward into the next part of the story. For now, you rest in the whisper of shadows, a gentle promise of what lies beyond. Section 4, Light upon the Wall, tonight. As you move beyond the pool, the cave opens into a chamber unlike any you have seen before. The air is warmer here, though still cool enough to soothe. There is a sense of anticipation, gentle and inviting, as if the cave itself has prepared this space for you. Shadows still ripple along the walls, but now, among them, flickers of light appear in delicate patterns. The dance of flame and shadow seems purposeful, almost like a secret being revealed. You step slowly, allowing your gaze to wander across the walls. The surfaces are smooth in places, jagged in others, veins of crystal catching the candlelight in tiny bursts. It is here that you notice it, a light upon the wall, steady and soft, yet brighter than before, guiding your eyes to shapes that seem almost alive. You take a deep, deliberate breath, and with the exhale, feel your body loosen further. The weight of the day slips more fully from your shoulders, and your heart slows into the gentle rhythm of the cave. Have you ever seen light stretch across stone in such a tender way? The candlelight glows golden, scattering across the wall's texture and revealing contours that have been hidden in shadow until now. It is as though the light itself carries knowledge, brushing against the stone, tracing stories that have lingered unseen. Each flicker feels like a soft word, a whisper that says, notice, pause, breathe. You move closer, letting your fingertips hover just above the wall, feeling the warmth radiate softly. The cave responds to your presence. Or perhaps it has always been ready, waiting for the careful attention of someone willing to see. You feel the subtle hum of stone beneath your hand, a vibration so gentle it is almost like a pulse. Each breath in aligns with it, and each breath out allows the vibration to settle within you. The shapes in the light begin to form patterns, curves and lines that resemble constellations, not in the sky, but upon the stone itself. Your mind drifts into wonder. Could these be echoes of ancient eyes, tracing symbols of understanding? Perhaps travelers before you walked this same path, and the light is the residue of their wonder, lingering here to guide you. There is no rush to know. The shapes do not demand interpretation. They exist simply to be observed, to be felt. As you follow the light along the wall, you notice the interplay of shadow and illumination. Some areas are glowing warmly, others folded back into darkness, creating soft contrast that is calming rather than startling. The wall seems to breathe with you. Inhale, exhale, step forward. Each movement carries a gentle weight, a rhythm of awareness and ease. You realize that the cave, the shadows, the light, they are all participating in your journey, holding you, shaping your experience with tender care. Your fingers brush the surface of the stone lightly, tracing the paths of light without force. The warmth under your touch seeps into your skin, traveling slowly through your body. Shoulders loosen, jaw softens. Spine lengthens, then relaxes. The gentle hum beneath the stone seems to resonate with the pulse in your chest. In this way, the cave and your body become one, each breath a dialogue, each heartbeat a response. You notice the smell of the air here, softly mineral, tinged with a hint of warmth from the candle flames. It is calming, grounding, as if the cave itself exhales comfort with every subtle shift of air. You take another slow, deep breath and allow it to fill your lungs completely. Hold it just for a moment, and then release, imagining tension and worry flowing out along with the exhale. Another inhale, another long, soothing exhale. Each cycle draws you deeper into the gentle rhythm of the cave. The light upon the wall begins to move more noticeably now. It flickers in patterns that resemble flowing water, rippling across the stone like a river of gold. The shadows bend and stretch along with it, creating shapes that rise and fall in hypnotic grace. You find yourself entranced, your eyes following the dance, yet your body remains fully present, relaxed, grounded. There is no urgency, only the soft pull of curiosity and wonder. Have you ever noticed how light and shadow can teach patience? Each flicker is brief, yet each leaves an impression, a subtle mark that persists in memory even after it fades. You begin to understand that there is wisdom here, not in what is permanent, but in what moves, shifts, and returns. The cave teaches you that rest, too, can be a gentle process, unfolding gradually, softly, like the play of light across stone. As you walk along the wall, the patterns of light begin to form shapes that seem familiar, yet unplaceable. Curves like rolling hills, arcs like the bow of a crescent moon, spirals that suggest movement both inward and outward. You reach out and let your hand hover above one of the shapes. The warmth radiates softly, inviting your touch, but never demanding. You allow it, feeling the gentle energy, as if the wall itself is offering reassurance. The shadows respond, stretching, long and soft, curling around your feet, brushing past your ankles, cradling your presence. You inhale the cave's atmosphere once more, feeling it fill every corner of your being. Your heart beats in time with the subtle rhythm of the flickering flames, the dance of light and shadow, and the quiet vibration of the stone. You feel a deep sense of alignment, a quiet unity that is both grounding and liberating. Your gaze drifts upward. The ceiling of the chamber arches high above you, catching stray rays of candlelight in veins of crystal, scattering tiny prisms that sparkle faintly like distant stars. Each glimmer mirrors the shapes on the wall, reflecting them back in delicate harmony. The interplay of shadow, light, and reflection draws you further into calm. It is a visual meditation, gentle and hypnotic, inviting you to let go, to breathe, to simply be. You pause for a long breath, letting the cave settle around you. With each inhale, you draw in stillness. With each exhale, you release all tension. You feel the weight of your body on the stone floor beneath your feet, the steadiness of the ground, the support of the earth itself. You are safe, you are cradled, you are fully present in this gentle chamber of light and shadow. The wall continues to glow with flickering patterns, now forming subtle images that seem to hint at stories, shapes that suggest journeys, paths, or maybe reflections of your own experiences. You do not need to understand them. Their meaning is in their existence, their movement, their quiet presence. You notice the softness in your chest, the ease in your shoulders, the relaxation spreading through your legs and feet. You are resting fully and completely in the embrace of light and shadow. As you walk further into the chamber, the shapes on the wall shift again, flowing more fluidly now, almost like gentle waves lapping at a shoreline. The candlelight flickers in response, stretching the shadows and causing the patterns to ripple across the stone in mesmerizing arcs. You feel your body begin to sway subtly with the movement, rocking in harmony with the rhythm of the cave. Your breath deepens further, long and slow, drawing in the cool, mineral-rich air, letting it fill your lungs completely before releasing it in a long, gentle exhale. Each inhale draws energy and calm from the cave. Each exhale carries away lingering tension, worry, and thought. With every cycle, you sink deeper into stillness, deeper into rest, deeper into the hypnotic flow of this chamber. Have you ever noticed how watching light can quiet the mind? The simple act of observing, without expectation, without judgment, can draw you into presence. Tonight, the light upon the wall performs this gift for you, guiding you to a place where nothing demands, nothing pulls, nothing presses. Only the dance, only the movement, only the gentle invitation to rest. You kneel beside a particularly bright section of the wall, tracing the shape of the glowing pattern with your gaze. It curves and bends like the spiral of a seashell, a symbol of growth, of unfolding, of gentle expansion. You imagine your own mind unfolding in this same spiral, thoughts softening, tension dissolving, attention widening to the gentle wonder around you. Your fingers hover above the stone, feeling the warmth radiate softly, a pulse that travels slowly through your hand and up your arm. Shoulders, jaw, spine, all soften further. You feel a deep sense of connection not only to the cave, not only to the light upon the wall, but to yourself. You are fully present, fully resting, fully alive in calm. The shadows bend once more, curling along the floor, folding into themselves, then stretching gently toward the ceiling. They interact with the light, creating patterns that seem to breathe. You inhale along with this rhythm and exhale, letting yourself become a part of the flow. Your heartbeat slows, your thoughts settle, and a quiet smile tugs at your lips. You are in a chamber of wonder, a chamber of peace, a chamber of light upon the wall. And as you rest here, standing, kneeling, breathing, observing, you feel a bridge forming toward what lies ahead. The patterns on the wall hint at new stories, deeper insights, gentle revelations, waiting just beyond your current gaze. The cave is patient. It asks only that you continue slowly, peacefully, guided by curiosity and calm. With one final long breath, you step forward, ready to follow the trail of flickering light and shadow deeper into the heart of the cavern. You feel the anticipation of discovery without any pressure or rush, only a tender curiosity, a gentle openness, a readiness to rest even more fully. The light upon the wall fades gradually as you move toward the next chamber, leaving behind a soft memory of warmth and illumination. Shadows stretch one last time, folding into the corners, while your breath and heartbeat guide you gently onward, ready to discover the mysteries that await in the next part of your journey. Section 5. The River of Quiet Tonight. As you move past the chamber of light upon the wall, the cave opens to a new space. Here, the air carries a softness unlike anything before, a tender hush that wraps around you like a blanket. You notice the faint melodic sound of water. It is subtle at first, barely a whisper in the stillness, yet it draws you forward with gentle insistence. Ahead lies a river of quiet, flowing slowly through the cavern, its surface reflecting the pale glow of unseen light. You pause at the edge, allowing your eyes to drink in the scene. The water moves with a deliberate grace, as if it knows the value of patience. Each ripple curls and stretches, catching stray glimmers of candlelight, scattering them into tiny rivers of gold that dance upon the stone walls. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the air fill your lungs and then leave your body, carrying away all the remnants of the day. The river invites you to follow, to let its gentle current guide you, not with force, but with quiet encouragement. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be carried by calm, unhurried motion? To let the world slip past without strain, to drift along a path that knows only balance and grace. Tonight you are that presence. Your steps align with the rhythm of the river. Your heartbeat matches its pulse. Each inhale and exhale becomes a gentle dance with the flow of water, a lullaby sung without words. You step closer, feeling the cool, smooth stone beneath your feet. The sound of the river grows more distinct, its melody filling the cavern like a song composed from silence itself. You imagine dipping your hand into the water. The surface is soft and yielding, ripples caressing your fingers like a gentle caress. The coolness travels slowly up your arm, a soothing balm that eases every tension, every knot of stress, every lingering thought. The cavern around you is alive with subtle textures. The walls glimmer faintly with mineral veins, catching the reflection of the flowing water in soft, diffused light. Shadows bend and stretch along the banks of the river, moving in harmony with each ripple, each small shift of the current. You notice the faint scent of damp stone and clean water mingling in the air, a fragrance that is grounding, centering almost like inhaling peace itself. You follow the river's edge, walking slowly, deliberately. Each step is measured, flowing naturally with your breath.
Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale.
The sound of the water beneath the cavern ceiling, echoing gently, becomes a rhythm that guides your body into deeper relaxation. Your shoulders sink, your spine stretches and softens, your hands rest gently at your sides. The river teaches you the pace of stillness, the art of moving without hurry, of existing without strain. As you continue, you notice shapes forming in the water's reflection. Flickers of light suggest arches, curves, perhaps even figures, though indistinct, dreamlike, almost memories. They rise and fall in soft motion, echoing the flow of the current. You do not need to decipher them. Their meaning is in their movement. The shapes remind you that life is a rhythm, a quiet unfolding of events, thoughts, and emotions that rise and fall with gentle inevitability. Your breath deepens. You place one hand upon your chest, feeling the steady, calm movement of your heartbeat. With the other hand, you let your fingers hover just above the water's surface, feeling its subtle vibration, the soft energy of the river passing into you. Inhale, and let it fill you with calm. Exhale, and release everything that no longer serves you. Each cycle draws you further into the embrace of the cavern, further into the river's quiet flow, further into rest. Have you ever noticed how water teaches stillness and movement at the same time? It flows without effort, it adapts without resistance, yet it shapes everything it touches. Tonight, the river becomes your guide, demonstrating the gentle balance between motion and surrender. You walk beside it, breathe with it, and allow it to carry you not physically, but in spirit, through calm, through reflection, through the quiet rhythm of being. The river widens here, forming small pools along its path. The water is so clear that you can see the smooth stones beneath, each one worn and polished by centuries of gentle currents. You imagine the stories these stones could tell if they could speak. Perhaps they have held the weight of countless travelers. Perhaps they have recorded the laughter, the sighs, the quiet reflections of those who once wandered this cavern. You breathe in the weight of these memories, letting them settle softly into your own awareness. The air itself seems to hum with presence. The cave carries an almost imperceptible vibration, a resonance that you feel more than hear. It travels along your skin, across your shoulders, through the soles of your feet. Each step along the river's edge becomes a meditation, a journey within as much as a journey through space. You notice your muscles loosening, your mind quieting, your thoughts softening like clouds dissolving in the twilight sky. You pause beside one of the wider pools, kneeling to observe the water. Your reflection shimmers there, altered by the subtle movement of the current. For a moment you see not only yourself, but traces of your own day, your own thoughts, floating gently in the ripples.
You do not grasp them.
You do not chase them. You simply watch, acknowledging them, and letting them drift away. Each ripple carries a piece of tension, a fragment of worry, a memory that no longer needs to remain. The river sings quietly now, its melody almost imperceptible, a soft, continuous hum that seems to flow through the very stone. You close your eyes and let yourself be carried by the sound.
Inhale, exhale.
The rhythm matches your own breath, guiding you deeper into presence, deeper into ease. Your heartbeat softens, your spine relaxes, your entire body becomes a vessel of quiet harmony. Have you ever felt the way water holds both depth and surface, stillness and flow? You are like this river tonight. You carry your consciousness calmly along its course, moving without resistance, resting without effort. The river's quiet is not empty, it is full of presence, full of patience, full of gentle attention. And as you move alongside it, you realize that you too are full of quiet, a vessel of calm flowing through time. The cavern shifts subtly as you continue. Light filters from hidden candles, glinting off the water in a dance of tiny reflections. Shadows stretch across the banks, weaving in and out of each ripple. You follow them with your eyes, mesmerized by their slow choreography, yet your body remains fully present, your muscles relaxed, your mind soft. You are moving yet unmoving, flowing yet still. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You notice a gentle bend in the river ahead, where the water narrows slightly and curves into a quiet alcove. The current slows here, allowing the surface to mirror the ceiling above. Crystals scatter faint prisms of light into the water, creating miniature constellations that shimmer with each tiny ripple. You kneel beside the alcove, letting your hands rest lightly on the stone edge. The cool surface grounds you, and the shimmering light soothes your eyes, inviting your mind to drift further into rest. Your breathing becomes the song of the river. Inhale, the water's gentle motion rises with you. Exhale, the ripples soften and settle. Each breath is a reflection, each movement a ripple. You feel yourself blending with the river's rhythm, as though you are a note in its quiet melody. The longer you stay, the more effortless the harmony, the more complete your surrender to stillness. The sounds of the cavern, the soft trickle of the river, the whispering of shadows, the faint hum of stone merge into one continuous current of calm. You are surrounded, embraced, carried. The water is not merely beside you, it flows through you, guiding you toward rest, toward dream, toward the gentle unfolding of sleep. As you rise to continue along the river, the current widens and the path becomes soft and gentle. You step carefully, yet each step feels weightless, as though the river itself supports you. The light on the water flickers, drawing shapes that rise and fall like the soft motion of your eyelids as you drift. The shadows bend around you, protective and tender, forming patterns that cradle your presence in warmth and calm. You pause again, taking a long, slow breath. Inhale fully, hold, and exhale completely. The river responds with a ripple, the shadows with a gentle flicker, the air with a soothing caress. You feel your body loosen further, your mind quiet, your spirit resting in the gentle rhythm of the cave.
You are safe.
You are held. You are entirely present. The river continues to wind forward, its quiet current carrying you along without effort or urgency. And as you follow its course, you sense that the journey is more than the path you walk. It is the flow of breath, the rhythm of heartbeats, the movement of stillness. You are moving yet resting. You are awake yet dreaming. You are part of the river, the cave, the quiet, and the night itself. The river of quiet bends gently, carrying you toward a wider chamber where new light and whispers await. Its melody fades softly, leaving a trace of serenity in your chest, guiding your breath and steps into the next part of the journey. Section 6. The Chamber of Gentle Echoes. Tonight, as the river of quiet winds gently behind you, the cave opens into a vast chamber. The air here feels softer, almost like velvet brushing against your skin. The walls curve around you, and the space carries a subtle resonance, a hum that vibrates lightly through the air and through your body. This is the chamber of gentle echoes, a place where sound and stillness merge, where every breath you take is met with a tender reply. You step forward slowly, letting your feet find the smooth stone floor. With each step, a soft echo responds, not harsh or startling, but delicate and comforting, like a whispered welcome. It is as though the chamber itself is acknowledging your presence, greeting you in the most gentle way. You inhale deeply, feeling the cool, calm air fill your lungs, and exhale, letting go of tension, letting go of thought, letting go of the day. Have you ever been in a space where every sound feels like a companion? Where the faintest movement of air or brush of clothing creates a resonance that cradles you? Here, in this chamber, you are enveloped by such sound. Even your own breathing becomes part of the music, harmonizing with the echoes that swirl around you. Inhale, exhale. Each breath a note, each pause a rest, each heartbeat a subtle percussion in the lullaby of the cave. The walls are not bare, they are textured with ancient marks, ridges and folds, each one catching stray rays of candlelight in a soft, warm glow. The echoes seem to dance along these surfaces, stretching and folding into the contours, moving like waves of silk across the stone. You notice how each echo lingers slightly longer than the last, fading gradually into the cavern's vastness, leaving behind a sense of calm that seeps into your body. You walk slowly, letting your hands brush lightly against the stone. The texture is cool and reassuring, grounding you, connecting you to the cave in a way that feels safe and intimate. You realize that the chamber has a memory, not of people, but of sound itself. A gentle accumulation of whispers, sighs, footsteps, and breath that have traveled here over centuries. You are now part of that memory, your presence adding to the quiet symphony. The echoes shift as you breathe. Inhale, the sound rises softly, curling around the chamber like a wave. Exhale, it settles, folding gently back into silence. Each breath you take becomes a dialogue with the space, a conversation without words, an exchange of calm and stillness. You feel your shoulders drop, your jaw loosen, your spine lengthen, and your entire body relax into the rhythm of this gentle music. Have you ever noticed how sound can shape space, how it can hold you without touch, without force? Tonight, the chamber demonstrates this quietly, almost imperceptibly. Each faint echo feels like a hand resting upon your shoulder, a soft guide leading you deeper into calm. You begin to walk with less thought and more sensation, noticing the way each echo responds to your movement, the way the air vibrates with your presence, the way your body instinctively slows to match the chamber's pace. The candlelight flickers along the walls, casting shadows that move in harmony with the echoes. Shapes shift and fold, stretching long and slender, then curling softly back upon themselves. You follow the patterns with your eyes, allowing their gentle motion to lull your mind further into stillness. Inhale, exhale. Your body sways lightly, synchronized with the soft rhythm of light, shadow, and echo. You pause near a small alcove where the echoes seem to gather and linger more than elsewhere. Here, the sound feels richer, fuller, like a note held just a fraction longer, vibrating with warmth and ease. You kneel beside the alcove and place your palm on the stone floor. The vibrations travel gently up your arm, through your chest, and into your heart. Each pulse of sound feels like a wave of comfort washing over you, removing any lingering tension or worry. The chamber's ceiling rises high above, its curves catching stray reflections of candlelight that scatter like faint stars across the stone. The echoes carry upward, bouncing from the ceiling to the walls, filling the space with a soft resonance that is both grounding and expansive. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the sound enfold you completely, embracing every part of your body and mind in its tender flow. Have you ever noticed how silence and sound can coexist, how one enhances the other? Here, in this chamber, the quiet amplifies the echoes, and the echoes fill the quiet with gentle life. You breathe in the harmony, feeling the way the space holds you without pressure, without demand. You are both alone and accompanied, still and moving, awake and dreamlike, carried by the resonance that surrounds you. Your fingers trace along the edge of a stone ledge, feeling the subtle ridges and indentations. The echoes respond, stretching and folding in sync with your touch, creating a private melody just for you. You place your other hand over your heart, feeling the quiet pulse within yourself, aligning with the chamber's rhythm. Inhale, exhale, each breath a wave, each heartbeat a note, each thought softening, dissolving, letting go. You notice the scent of the chamber, cool stone mixed with a faint, earthy aroma, grounding and calming. You inhale slowly, letting the fragrance fill your lungs, and exhale, feeling it flow through your entire body. The echoes, light, shadows, and scents combine into a gentle symphony of sensation, drawing you deeper into relaxation, into presence, into peace. As you move further into the chamber, the echoes seem to take on subtle shapes. They rise and fall like gentle waves, brushing past your ears, your shoulders, your feet, wrapping you in invisible currents of sound. You realize that the chamber is not merely reflecting sound, it is shaping it, guiding you, cradling you, offering a quiet invitation to let go completely. You kneel beside another alcove where the echoes are faint but persistent. You rest your hands on the stone, feeling the vibration beneath your palms. It is as though the sound itself has substance, a gentle pulse that travels up your arms, through your shoulders, into your chest. Inhale, exhale. You feel the rhythm of the chamber become the rhythm of your body. You are at one with the echoes, a note in the symphony of stillness. Have you ever experienced sound as a touch, as a presence, as a companion? Here, the chamber allows it. The faint murmurs of air, the soft reverberations of stone, the gentle reflections of candlelight, all merge into a quiet embrace. You allow yourself to be held, fully, completely, letting every inch of tension dissolve into the cavern's tender resonance. The chamber seems endless, though you move slowly and deliberately. Each step is accompanied by a soft echo that rises and falls, creating a rhythm that you follow without effort. Your breathing deepens, your body softens, and your mind drifts into a space where thought is light, gentle, and unburdened. You are present, yet almost weightless, moving with a quiet current that carries you further into calm. You pause near the center of the chamber, closing your eyes and letting your body sway slightly in time with the echoes. You feel the gentle vibration in your chest, the way your heartbeat harmonizes with the subtle hum of the stone. You are supported, carried, cradled in the tender sound of the cavern. Inhale, exhale. Each breath draws you deeper into stillness. Each heartbeat reminds you that you are safe, held, and at peace. The candlelight flickers one last time before fading softly into a steady glow. The echoes respond, stretching and folding gently, creating a lullaby without words. You take a final deep breath, letting the sound settle into your body. You feel yourself drifting, carried by the quiet rhythm of the chamber, moving effortlessly toward the next part of your journey where new light and gentle motion await. The chamber of gentle echoes leaves you cradled in soft vibration, with your breath and heartbeat aligned to the rhythm of sound. Ahead lies the next chamber, a place where subtle movement and flowing patterns will guide you even deeper into calm and restful sleep. Section 7. The Path of Glimmering Stones. Tonight, as you leave the chamber of gentle echoes behind, the cave narrows into a slender passage. The walls curve gently inward, and the air feels softer, carrying a faint warmth that brushes your skin. Before you stretches a path unlike any you have seen, a winding trail of glimmering stones, each one catching stray light and scattering it in subtle, delicate patterns. The stones seem to hum quietly underfoot, each step producing a soft, soothing vibration that travels up through your feet and into your body. You pause at the start of the path, letting your eyes follow the line of shimmering stones. Each one is unique, a tiny fragment of light and mineral, polished by the slow passage of time. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the air fill your lungs and then release it fully, letting tension slip away with each exhale.
Inhale, exhale.
In this moment, the world outside the cave ceases to exist. Only the path, only the stones, only the gentle glow guides you forward. Have you ever walked on something that seems alive, as if each step connects you to a rhythm older than yourself? Tonight, the glimmering stones carry you in that very way. Each step resonates softly, a private melody that travels through your legs, up your spine, and into your heart. The path does not rush you. It does not demand your attention or your effort. It simply invites you to move with awareness, with calm, with presence. You step forward slowly, letting your feet glide over the stones. The gentle hum beneath them feels like a heartbeat, steady and patient, and you realize that your own heartbeat begins to synchronize with it.
Inhale, exhale.
The rhythm of the path and your breath create a quiet symphony, one that travels through your body and settles your mind. You feel the weight of your day dissolving into the gentle vibration beneath your feet, leaving only stillness, curiosity, and wonder. The walls of the passage are lined with subtle veins of crystal, catching the faint light from the stones and scattering it across the curved surfaces. Shadows dance softly along the walls, folding and stretching in harmony with your movement. You reach out and let your fingertips hover just above the surface, feeling the gentle warmth radiate from the stone. Each touch is a reminder that you are supported, cradled by the cave, held in its tender embrace. As you continue, the glimmering stones shift subtly beneath your feet, their colors deepening in hue and intensity. Golds, silvers, and soft blues ripple along the path like liquid light, guiding your gaze forward and encouraging your body to follow. You notice how the movement of the stones mirrors the slow rhythm of your breath, rising with each inhale and settling with each exhale. You feel a quiet alignment forming within you, a harmony between body, mind, and the gentle current of the cave. Have you ever walked somewhere that feels like a bridge between the physical and the dreamlike? Each step along this path carries you not only through space but through layers of awareness. You are present, yet weightless, awake, yet dreaming. Each stone beneath your foot resonates with centuries of quiet energy, and you feel yourself blending seamlessly with it, becoming a part of the luminous path itself. You pause near a bend in the path, where the stones glimmer more brightly, forming shapes that seem almost like patterns or symbols. They are not words you recognize, yet they feel familiar, like memories long forgotten. You kneel and trace a finger over the smooth surface of one stone, feeling the gentle warmth and subtle vibration. It is as though the path itself responds to your presence, encouraging you to explore, to notice, to rest within its quiet wonder. The air carries a faint scent here, a mixture of mineral freshness and a soft, earthy aroma. You inhale deeply, letting it fill your lungs, and exhale slowly, feeling it seep through your chest and into your limbs. The cave surrounds you completely, embracing you with subtle light, gentle sound, and the tender hum of the glimmering stones. You are fully present, fully resting, fully at ease. As you follow the path, the stones begin to rise slightly beneath your feet, creating a gentle undulation that feels like a soft wave. With each step, you feel a subtle lift in your chest, a rising and settling that mirrors the flow of breath and the quiet pulse of the cave. You notice how your body moves effortlessly with the undulations, how your muscles release and your spine lengthens,
aligning with the natural rhythm of the path. Have you ever noticed how a simple rhythm can quiet the mind?
The hum beneath your feet, the subtle rise and fall of the stones, the gentle flicker of light across the walls, all combine into a private meditation. You walk slowly, letting the path guide you, letting your breath synchronize, letting your awareness soften into presence. Each step is a practice in ease, each ripple of light, a reminder of calm and wonder. The passage opens slightly, revealing a cluster of larger stones that glimmer like miniature constellations. You kneel to examine them more closely, letting your fingers hover above the surface, feeling the warmth and vibration. Each stone seems to respond to your touch, resonating with a soft hum that travels through your arms, into your chest, and throughout your body. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the connection deepen, feeling the cave, the path, and yourself merge into a single, harmonious presence. The light shifts again,
scattering across the stones in delicate arcs that mimic the slow motion of a river.
You notice how the patterns of light and shadow create a sense of movement, guiding your eyes and your mind along a gentle, hypnotic rhythm. You inhale fully, hold the breath for a moment, and exhale completely, feeling the motion of light and the vibration of the stones synchronize with your own internal rhythm. As you rise and continue along the path, you see that the glimmering stones form subtle shapes that curve and spiral forward. You follow their guidance, letting your feet move effortlessly along the trail. Each step feels weightless, each stone beneath your foot, a gentle reminder that you are safe, supported, and held. You are moving yet resting, exploring yet surrendering, awake yet dreaming. The chamber seems to expand as you follow the path, the stones spreading wider and the light softening into a gentle glow. Shadows stretch along the walls in slow arcs, bending and folding in harmony with your movement. You feel the pulse of the stones beneath your feet, the rhythm of your breath, and the quiet music of the cave blending into a unified current. You are fully immersed, completely present, and entirely at peace. You pause near a particularly luminous section of the path, kneeling to rest your hands on the stones. The gentle hum travels up your arms into your chest and fills your entire body with calm. Each breath becomes a wave, each heartbeat a note, each thought a gentle ripple fading into the rhythm of the path. You feel the cave holding you, guiding you, and cradling you as you move forward. Have you ever noticed how light and texture can soothe the soul? How a simple touch or glance can bring complete calm? Tonight, the glimmering stones perform this quietly, tenderly, without demand or urgency. You are fully present, fully supported, fully aligned with the gentle flow of the cave. Your mind softens, your body relaxes, and your spirit drifts further into the rhythm of presence and ease. As the path bends once more, the stones rise slightly, forming a gentle staircase leading to another chamber ahead. You step carefully, yet effortlessly, letting each movement carry you further into stillness. The cave guides you silently, the stones hum beneath your feet, the light flickers softly along the walls, and your breath matches the rhythm of it all. You feel a sense of anticipation, not urgent or pressing, but tender and inviting, a gentle curiosity for what lies beyond. You take one last, deep, slow breath as you reach the top of the gentle rise, feeling your entire body aligned with the stones, the cave, and your own internal rhythm. The glimmering path stretches behind you, a trail of light, vibration, and calm, and ahead you sense the next part of your journey awaiting, a new chamber filled with even more wonder, even more tranquility, and deeper stillness. The path of glimmering stones fades softly behind you, leaving a trace of warmth and rhythm in your chest. Ahead lies the next chamber, where patterns of light and gentle motion will guide you further into dreamlike rest and deeper calm. Section 8. The Garden of Luminous leaves tonight. As you step beyond the rise at the end of the path of glimmering stones, the cave opens into a vast chamber that feels more alive than any you have encountered before. Here, the walls curve gently upward and outward, forming a soft dome that seems to cradle the space. And before you stretches a garden unlike any you have imagined, a forest of luminous leaves, each one glowing softly in delicate shades of green, gold, and sapphire. Their light is gentle, not harsh, bathing the chamber in a calm, tender glow that feels like a soft embrace. You pause at the edge of this garden, allowing your eyes to roam over the vast expanse. The leaves sway slightly, though there is no wind, as if the cave itself breathes, pulsing with quiet life. Each leaf flickers with a light of its own, sending tiny ripples across the floor, creating shadows that stretch and fold in patterns both intricate and soothing. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the air fill your lungs and then release fully, letting go of any lingering tension.
Inhale, exhale,
and let the soft radiance of the luminous leaves wash over you, easing every muscle, every thought, every sigh of your day. Have you ever walked into a space that feels alive with subtle magic? A place where light itself seems to breathe? Tonight, this garden welcomes you. Each step you take carries you further into its embrace, guiding your awareness gently into presence. The leaves whisper softly as you pass, not with sound, but with movement. A tender communication that invites you to slow, to notice, to simply exist. You step forward slowly, letting your feet glide over the smooth stone paths that wind among the glowing foliage. With each step, the leaves near you respond, their light brightening slightly, brushing against your senses like the faintest caress. You inhale the cool, soft air, scented faintly with earth and dew, letting it fill your lungs and circulate through your body. Exhale fully, and with it, release the weight of tension and thought. You are here.
You are present.
You are at peace. The luminous leaves vary in size and shape. Some are small and delicate, twinkling like tiny stars, while others are broad and gently curved, their surfaces reflecting and scattering light in subtle patterns. You reach out to let your fingertips hover just above one of the larger leaves. The warmth of its glow radiates gently, brushing against your skin, carrying with it a quiet sense of comfort. You feel the soft hum of life beneath the surface, a vibration that travels slowly up your arms into your chest and settles in the center of your being. Have you ever felt the way life itself can be both gentle and radiant? A quiet pulse that sustains and calms simultaneously? The garden embodies this lesson.
Each leaf, each flicker, each subtle movement reminds you that presence and stillness are as luminous as motion.
That calmness can be radiant, that wonder can be slow and patient. As you move further into the garden, the floor shifts softly beneath your feet, covered in smooth stones and patches of moss that glow faintly beneath the leaves. Your steps create gentle ripples of light that travel across the ground, merging with the reflections from above. Shadows bend and fold, stretching along the curves of the cave and weaving between the glowing foliage. You feel a rhythm emerging, a quiet, hypnotic pattern that guides both your body and your mind into deeper ease. You pause near a particularly radiant cluster of leaves, kneeling to observe their glow more closely. Each leaf pulses softly, in harmony with your own heartbeat, or perhaps inviting your heartbeat to slow and align with its rhythm. You place your hand lightly over your chest, feeling the echo of life and light intertwining within you.
Inhale, exhale.
With each cycle, you feel lighter, calmer, more aligned with the gentle energy that surrounds you. The garden stretches wide, opening your vision to rows of luminous leaves that sway in slow, synchronized patterns. Some flicker like tiny candles, others shimmer like pools of water catching faint light. You notice how the shadows shift gently with each pulse, creating moving tapestries along the walls, the floor, and even the dome above. You breathe in the soft fragrance of the earth, the faint sweetness of glowing flora, and let it mix with the calm light. Your mind softens, your muscles released, and you feel a gentle harmony settling into every corner of your being. Have you ever noticed how observing a slow, rhythmic dance can quiet your thoughts? The movement of these luminous leaves invites just such stillness. You follow the sway with your eyes, feeling your breath synchronize naturally.
Inhale, exhale.
Each motion of the leaves seems to resonate with your own internal rhythm, creating a sense of unity. A connection between yourself, the garden, and the quiet pulse of the cave itself. As you wander deeper, you notice paths that curve gracefully between clusters of glowing foliage. Tiny streams of softly flowing water reflect the leaf light, adding another layer of gentle motion. The water ripples slightly as your presence passes, and you notice how the reflections dance upon the walls, creating patterns that are both hypnotic and reassuring. You step lightly along the paths, your feet gliding over smooth stones, following the rhythm of light, shadow, and water. You kneel beside one of the streams, letting your fingers hover just above the surface. The water responds with tiny ripples, sending waves of soft reflections onto the nearby leaves. You feel the vibration travel up your hand, through your arm, into your chest, filling your body with calm.
Inhale, exhale.
The gentle pulse of water, light, and life merges with your own breathing, guiding you deeper into relaxation and quiet presence. The leaves begin to form subtle shapes as you continue, spirals, curves and arcs that suggest a slow unfolding of thought, motion, and awareness. You notice how your gaze naturally follows these forms, tracing their gentle curves with curiosity and ease.
You do not need to understand them.
Their purpose is in their existence, their presence, their quiet invitation to notice, to breathe, to rest within their light. Have you ever felt that presence can be luminous? That attention itself can radiate warmth and calm? The garden shows this truth. Each leaf, each flicker, each gentle motion reinforces your sense of peace, your connection to the soft rhythm of the cave, and your own inner stillness. You are both observer and participant, moving and resting, breathing and being. As you continue, the air grows warmer, carrying a subtle, comforting fragrance that combines the faint scent of earth, water, and soft light. You inhale slowly, letting it fill your lungs completely, and exhale fully, letting the warmth and calm circulate through every part of your body. Your shoulders drop, your spine lengthens and relaxes, your hands rest gently by your sides. You are present, yet weightless, awake, yet dreamlike, moving, yet completely still. You pause near a particularly radiant tree of luminous leaves, its glow spreading wide and gentle. You kneel, letting your hands hover just above the lower branches. The soft warmth of its light radiates through your palms, up your arms, into your chest. You feel a gentle vibration, a hum that carries tranquility through your body.
Inhale, exhale.
And with each breath, you feel lighter, calmer, more at ease, more aligned with the rhythm of the garden. The ceiling above curves high, dotted with faint, crystalline formations that catch stray light, scattering tiny stars across the chamber. Shadows bend and stretch with each flicker, folding into gentle patterns that enhance the calm atmosphere. You watch the dance of light and shadow with soft curiosity, your attention captivated. yet your body remains fully relaxed, fully present, fully at peace. Have you ever noticed how immersion in gentle beauty can quiet thought, soften tension, and invite the mind to rest? This garden embodies such an experience. Each flicker of light, each ripple of water, each swaying leaf is a tender guide toward presence, calm, and slow surrender. You follow the rhythm effortlessly, letting your senses drink in the gentle wonder of it all. As you wander toward the far edge of the garden, the leaves grow taller, their light glowing softly above your head,
forming a natural canopy.
The paths narrow slightly, guiding you through a slow, meandering corridor of glowing foliage. You step lightly, your gaze drawn upward to the soft shimmer of leaves above, your body moving in harmony with the rhythm of the garden.
Inhale, exhale.
Each step a meditation, each breath a wave of calm, each flicker of light a tender invitation to deeper rest. You pause one last time near a particularly radiant cluster of leaves, kneeling and resting your hands gently on the stones beneath. You close your eyes, letting the light, the warmth, the subtle vibration, and the gentle fragrance merge into a single wave of presence. You are completely cradled, fully supported, entirely at peace. The luminous leaves sway one final time, folding and stretching with tender rhythm, leaving you prepared for the next stage of your journey. Your breath is slow, your heartbeat calm, your body aligned, your mind quiet, and your spirit ready to move further into the serene depths of the cave. The garden of luminous leaves recedes softly behind you, leaving trails of glowing light and gentle warmth in your memory. Ahead awaits a chamber where reflection, calm motion, and deep rest will carry you closer to the heart of the cave's serenity. Section 9. The Pool of Silent Stars. Tonight, as you leave the garden of luminous leaves behind, the cave opens into a wide, tranquil chamber. The air feels cooler here, soft and still, carrying a faint scent of water and stone. In the center of the chamber lies a pool so clear and smooth that it seems to hold the sky itself. Tiny lights hover on its surface, sparkling faintly like stars scattered across a night sky. This is the Pool of Silent Stars, a place where reflection and calm merge, inviting you to rest in quiet wonder. You step forward slowly, letting your eyes drink in the beauty of the pool. The surface is perfectly still, yet alive with subtle shimmer. Each ripple of light seems to pulse softly in response to your presence, inviting you to pause, to breathe, to notice. You take a slow, deep breath, filling your lungs completely, and exhale fully, allowing any remaining tension or thought from your day to drift away like leaves on the water.
Inhale, exhale.
And feel the serenity of the pool begin to settle in your chest.
Flowing outward through your limbs, your spine,
your mind. Have you ever gazed into water that reflects the stars, feeling the vastness of space within a single glance? Tonight you are that gaze. You are both observer and participant, moving gently along the edge of the pool, aligning your breathing with the rhythm of the tiny, shimmering lights. Each inhale lifts your awareness. Each exhale releases all tension. You feel the stillness embrace you, cradling your body, your thoughts, your spirit. The edges of the pool are smooth, worn by time, and perfectly cool beneath your fingertips. You kneel beside it and hover your hands just above the water's surface. A subtle vibration runs through your fingertips, a quiet resonance that travels up your arms, through your chest, and settles at the center of your being. The pool responds to your presence as though you are part of its reflection, part of its calm, part of its quiet rhythm as you gaze down. The tiny lights on the surface seem to stretch and move, forming gentle arcs and curves, spiraling softly like galaxies in slow rotation. You follow their paths with your eyes, feeling your breath slow, your heartbeat soften, and your mind drift into a serene, meditative state.
Inhale, exhale.
Each pulse of light mirrors your own internal rhythm, guiding you deeper into calm and presence. Have you ever noticed how still water can hold both depth and light, silence and movement, reflection and life? The pool embodies this paradox beautifully. Its surface is quiet yet alive with energy. Its reflection shows the infinite, yet grounds you in the here and now. You step carefully along its edge, letting the smooth stone beneath your feet support each movement, feeling your body synchronize with the calm pulse of the chamber. The air carries a faint, refreshing scent like cool mountain water mixed with the subtle aroma of stone and moss. You inhale slowly, letting it fill your lungs, and exhale fully, allowing it to settle into your chest and limbs. The combination of scent, light, and gentle motion draws you further into presence, deepening the relaxation that the pool offers. You feel yourself sinking into the rhythm of the water, the soft flicker of lights, and the stillness that surrounds you. You notice the reflections in the water shift subtly with each breath you take. Shapes appear briefly and dissolve, like memories or thoughts that rise to the surface only to fade away. You do not chase them. You do not name them. You simply watch, letting them pass gently, acknowledging their presence and letting them drift back into the infinite calm of the pool. Have you ever felt how reflection can teach stillness? The pool mirrors your breath, your posture, your presence, encouraging you to move with softness, to exist without tension, to allow thought to flow without grasping. You kneel and place your palm lightly on the stone edge, feeling the quiet vibration of water and stone merge with your own subtle energy.
Inhale, exhale.
And feel yourself becoming part of the serene rhythm of the pool. The chamber's ceiling rises high above, dotted with faint, crystalline formations that catch the shimmer of the pool's lights. Tiny reflections scatter across the walls and floor, creating a soft, hypnotic glow that invites your gaze to wander without strain. You watch the movement of light and shadow with gentle curiosity, your eyes tracing the arcs and patterns, allowing your mind to soften and drift. As you move along the edge of the pool, you notice small ripples forming where the water meets the stone. They travel outward in perfect circles, interacting with the flickering lights, creating a dance of soft patterns that is both mesmerizing and soothing. You step carefully, letting each footfall add to the quiet music of the chamber. Each movement, each breath, each thought aligns with the gentle rhythm of the water. Have you ever felt like the world can exist entirely in slow motion, where each detail is illuminated and every motion carries meaning? The Pool of Silent Stars offers this experience. You feel your body align with the rhythm of light and water, your mind quiet, your heart beating in harmony with the still pulse of the chamber. You are fully present, yet suspended in a dreamlike serenity that carries you effortlessly toward rest. You pause near a particularly luminous cluster of reflections, kneeling and letting your fingertips hover just above the water's surface. The tiny lights ripple gently beneath your touch, sending waves of soft illumination across the chamber. The subtle vibration travels up your arms, into your chest, and throughout your body.
Inhale, exhale.
Each pulse carries calm deeper into your being, anchoring you in presence, in stillness, in peace. The pool stretches wide, its surface mirroring the dome above, where crystalline patterns scatter faint points of light. Shadows fold and bend across the walls and floor, moving in harmony with the gentle ripples of the water. You watch this slow, hypnotic dance, allowing your mind to wander freely, yet remain completely at ease.
Inhale, exhale.
Each breath a wave, each heartbeat a note, each ripple a gentle guide into deeper calm. Have you ever noticed how a quiet reflection can feel like a conversation with your own mind? The pool communicates without words, showing you the beauty of stillness, the serenity of observation, the softness of simply being. You step slowly along its edge, letting your body and mind absorb the quiet wisdom it offers. You are both observer and participant, immersed fully in the gentle rhythm of light, water, and stone. You kneel once more, resting your hands lightly on the smooth edge of the pool. You close your eyes and let the calm vibration travel through every part of your body. Your shoulders soften, your spine elongates, your hands rest gently. You inhale deeply, holding the breath for a moment, then exhale completely, allowing every trace of tension to dissolve. You are cradled by the pool, embraced by its gentle rhythm, aligned with its serene pulse. The tiny lights on the water shimmer and shift, forming arcs, spirals, and subtle waves that guide your gaze and attention. You follow their movement effortlessly, feeling your breath synchronize with their gentle dance.
Inhale, exhale.
Each pulse of light mirrors the soft rhythm within you, creating a sense of alignment, harmony, and profound calm. As you move to the far side of the pool, the reflections grow slightly brighter, forming patterns that resemble distant constellations. You kneel, letting your hands hover just above the surface. The gentle vibration and warmth of the water travel slowly through your arms into your chest and fill your entire being with calm. You inhale, exhale, and feel the pool of silent stars carrying you deeper into serenity, preparing you for the final stage of your journey. Have you ever experienced a place where reflection, light, and presence merge into one gentle,
seamless current?
The pool offers such a space. You feel fully aligned with its rhythm, fully immersed in its quiet beauty, fully ready to drift further into the restful embrace of the cave. You pause one last time, kneeling by the edge and closing your eyes. You allow the shimmer of stars, the stillness of water, and the soft vibration beneath your fingertips to wash through every cell of your body. Your breath slows, your heartbeat softens, your mind drifts, and your spirit floats effortlessly in the calm, tender rhythm of the pool of silent stars. The pool of silent stars leaves you cradled in reflection and gentle rhythm. Ahead lies the final chamber, where your journey will conclude in luminous rest and serene, dreamlike surrender. Section 10, the heart of the cave tonight. As you leave the pool of silent stars behind, the cave narrows into a gentle passage that leads you toward its very center. The air here is warm and comforting, carrying a soft mineral fragrance mixed with a faint hint of moss and earth. You step slowly, letting the rhythm of your breath guide you forward, in perfect harmony with the quiet pulse of the cave. Each step brings you closer to the heart of the cave, a place where light, stillness, and presence converge in serene perfection. The passage opens gradually, and before you stretches a vast, luminous chamber. The walls curve high above, embracing the space in gentle arcs, and the floor glows faintly beneath your feet, lit by soft veins of luminescent stone. The heart of the cave feels alive yet calm. It breathes with a rhythm that matches your own, and as you step forward, you notice that your body begins to align with the cave's gentle heartbeat.
Inhale, exhale.
Each breath carried effortlessly into the stillness of the chamber, each step harmonized with the tender light underfoot. Have you ever felt a space that seems to know you?
That cradles you, that carries you effortlessly into calm?
The heart of the cave offers exactly that. The gentle glow of the walls stretches around you like a warm embrace, and the soft luminescence beneath your feet encourages each step, each breath, each moment of stillness. You are fully present, yet floating, fully awake, yet dreamlike, fully aligned with the serene rhythm of the cave. You pause near the center, letting your gaze wander over the expanse. The chamber seems to pulse softly, a quiet, undulating rhythm that spreads from the floor, through the walls and into the ceiling above. Tiny points of light glimmer like distant stars embedded in the stone, while gentle veins of luminescent minerals trace soft patterns across the walls and floor. You notice how the patterns shift subtly with your movement, responding to your presence as if the cave itself were aware of you, welcoming you fully into its embrace. The air carries a soft, calming fragrance, mineral-rich and earthy like rain settling over warm stone. You inhale deeply, letting it fill your lungs, and exhale fully, letting the calming scent seep through your chest and limbs.
Inhale, exhale.
With each breath, you feel your muscles release, your mind soften, your spirit settle. You are completely cradled by the cave, fully supported, fully present, fully at peace. Have you ever noticed how quiet presence can feel like warmth on your skin? Like gentle light in your chest, like a pulse that carries you without effort? The heart of the cave embodies this experience. Each subtle glow, each gentle vibration, each soft echo of the chamber merges seamlessly with your own internal rhythm. You step slowly, allowing your body to follow the gentle guide of the cave, letting every motion become effortless, every breath become a wave of calm. Near the center, a circle of smooth, glowing stones forms a natural focal point. You kneel beside them, letting your hands hover just above their surface. The stones radiate warmth, subtle and tender, pulsing in perfect harmony with your own heartbeat.
Inhale, exhale.
Each pulse travels through your fingers, up your arms, into your chest, settling in the center of your being. You are fully aligned with the chamber, fully synchronized with its rhythm, fully immersed in its serene presence. The ceiling arches high above, dotted with faint, crystalline formations that scatter soft points of light across the chamber. The reflections dance subtly along the walls and floor, creating a gentle interplay of illumination and shadow. You follow the movement with your eyes, tracing the arcs and curves, letting your attention wander freely yet without thought, without effort. Your mind drifts like water over smooth stone, soft, slow, and calm. Have you ever noticed how light can feel like a gentle hand, guiding you, supporting you, leading you into rest? The heart of the cave offers such guidance. Each flicker, each reflection, each faint shimmer seems to align perfectly with your breathing and heartbeat, encouraging your body and mind to settle into deeper calm. You step lightly, letting the glow beneath your feet guide your way, feeling each stone, each pulse, each subtle vibration as a private lullaby for your senses. You kneel once more, this time in the very center of the chamber, resting your hands on the glowing stones beneath you. A soft, gentle warmth spreads from the stones into your palms, up your arms, and into your chest. The vibration is tender and rhythmic, matching the rise and fall of your breath, the pulse of your heart, the quiet flow of your thoughts.
Inhale, exhale.
And feel yourself becoming one with the heart of the cave, fully immersed in its quiet, radiant presence. The chamber stretches around you, vast yet intimate, alive yet still. Tiny veins of light trace patterns along the walls, forming slow, hypnotic spirals and arcs. You watch them move, following their paths with soft, effortless curiosity. Your breath slows further, your heartbeat softens, your muscles release completely, and your mind drifts into the deepest, most peaceful state yet. Have you ever felt that stillness can be radiant, that calm can be luminous, that presence can be both weightless and grounding? The heart of the cave embodies all of this. You are both observer and participant, moving slowly, breathing deeply, noticing subtly, resting fully. The soft glow, the gentle warmth, the tender vibration, all merge into a single wave of serenity that carries you effortlessly toward dreamlike rest. As you rest in the center, the cave seems to respond to your presence. The faint hum of stone, the gentle pulse of light, the soft reflection of crystalline points above, all rise and fall in harmony with your breathing. You feel as though you are floating in a slow, radiant tide of calm, supported by the chamber, carried by its rhythm, aligned perfectly with its gentle heartbeat. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the calm wash over you completely. Each inhale draws in serenity. Each exhale releases any remaining tension. Your body softens entirely, your mind quiets, your spirit drifts. You are fully cradled in the heart of the cave, held tenderly by light, sound, and gentle rhythm.
Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale.
And let the chamber carry you further into serene surrender. Have you ever noticed how complete presence can feel like a gentle tide, washing through every part of your being, leaving nothing but softness and calm in its wake? The heart of the cave offers such a tide. Each heartbeat, each breath, each subtle shift in light and vibration aligns with your body, your mind, and your spirit, inviting you to rest fully, to drift freely, to surrender entirely. You stretch your hands lightly above the glowing stones, feeling the subtle pulse travel through your fingertips into your arms and throughout your body. The light around you shimmers softly, and you feel every cell of your body relax, melt, and harmonize with the gentle rhythm of the chamber.
Inhale, exhale.
And with each cycle, you feel lighter, calmer, more at ease, more aligned with the cave, more ready to rest completely. The walls of the chamber seem to bend and curve with your presence, the ceiling arching high above like a protective dome. The faint, crystalline points scatter gentle reflections across the floor, casting soft, moving patterns that guide your gaze and your attention. You follow the slow, hypnotic motion, letting your breath, your heartbeat, and your awareness all drift into perfect alignment with the chamber's tender rhythm. Have you ever felt a place that holds you entirely, without effort, without thought, without expectation? The heart of the cave is such a place. You are held, cradled, supported, and embraced by light, warmth, and subtle vibration. Your body softens, your mind quiets, your spirit floats, and your awareness merges seamlessly with the gentle pulse of the cave. You kneel one final time in the center, placing your palms lightly on the glowing stones. The warmth travels slowly through your hands, into your arms, through your chest, and throughout your entire body.
Inhale, exhale.
Each pulse of light, each subtle vibration, each gentle glow carries you deeper into serenity, into stillness, into complete, dreamlike rest. The chamber itself seems to sigh softly, a final whisper of calm that folds around you. The faint glow beneath your feet, the gentle pulse of the stones, the soft reflections above, all merge into a single, tender embrace. You feel weightless, supported, and completely at peace.
Inhale, exhale.
And let the heart of the cave carry you fully into the deepest calm you have ever known. You have now reached the very center of the cave, cradled in the heart of light, stillness, and gentle rhythm. Let your breath slow, your body melt into calm, and your mind drift effortlessly into sleep. The cave holds you, the light guides you, and the rhythm of presence carries you gently into dreams. Sleep peacefully, knowing that the warmth, calm, and serenity of the heart of the cave remain with you.